nice to meet you. I'm Lindsay.
Hi, I'm Erica. Nice to meet you.
So today, Erica, I'm just going to ask you some questions about what you think what you think about learning to be a clinician, and then some of your concerns about becoming a clinician. So my first question is just, what do you think of our interviewing class so far?
I really enjoy it. I think it's going to be a great experience to learn how to interview because I would have no idea where to start with the interview with a client. And I'm just really looking forward to seeing the different methods and just getting the experience to interview within our class and without our class. I think it's going to be a great opportunity to do that.
So you say that you're really interested in learning more both in and out of class. How do you think that you're going to do that?
How do you think I'm going to do with that?
How do you think you're going to do that? Like, do you think you're going to be reading more? Do you think you're going to be more doing role-playing type activities?
We'll probably be doing both. I really enjoy the textbook so far. I think that a lot of the information is very pertinent to what we need to know to do the role-playing. And I think the role-playing will be good because we'll have the opportunity just to learn more about others and their experiences. So I think it's going to be a great opportunity for us to practice our skills and for the interviewee to practice their skills as well with communicating with others.
So you think that the interviewing is going to be a good experience. Is there anything that you're nervous about with the interviewing?
I'm quite a bit nervous. I think it's going to be interesting to interview people that I probably don't relate to that much because it's going to be hard for me to come up with questions. And I'm also kind of nervous about like the whole facial expressions and just like the emotions that come with interviewing clients. Because I'm not a very emotional person. I'm very like laid back and quiet and shy. So I think just trying to learn to adapt to all that is going to be an interesting experience.
So, do you have any idea how you think that being more laid back is going to impact your interviewing?
I think it's going to impact it greatly, but not in a positive way. I think it's going to be negative because it's hard for me to open up to others. So I think just even asking someone a question and trying to come up with questions based off of what they said to me and like kind of what we learned today in class is going to be difficult because I noticed I didn't do that a lot in my interviewing. And so I think being laid back is definitely not going to be a good aspect for me.
That sounds like quite a bit of a challenge. What do you think are some things that you could do to overcome that?
I think speaking up more in class and being more open to volunteering in class. I'm not that kind of student whatsoever. I really hate being called on, and so I think just being open to answering questions and challenging others in the classroom is going to help me to be more open within the interview process as well with clients and with our peers.
Well, it sounds like you have a pretty good idea of your strengths and weaknesses in the interviewing process and what you want to do to improve. What do you think is going to be a struggle past your education? What do you think might be more difficult when you become a clinician? Are those things different, or are they some of the same
I think
issues?
they're going to be a little different. I think it's going to be hard for me to understand that others have different beliefs than me because I do have a strong belief system, and I just need to learn to kind of wipe that clean when I'm meeting with a client. So I'm working on that, obviously, with doing, courses, and I think that, sometimes a client might challenge me to think in a different way. So I think that will be a good thing. But I think it's going to be hard not to voice my opinion at times. But I'm definitely going to work on that, so we'll be good.
So you think that your strong beliefs could have a negative influence on your clinical work. Is that correct?
Yeah, I think it will. I don't think I actually will do it, but, that's one of the things you think about. I think I'll be okay once I get practice, with just being in an internship and that kind of thing, and seeing how it really is out there in the social work world and not just in classes.
Do you think that there's anything positive about, or do you think that there's anything about your core beliefs that could help you in the social work profession?
I think it will definitely help me not be, you know how they always say, like, oh, you need to know how to take care of yourself. That's one of the big things, self-care, and I think it's going to help me to not be burnt out like a lot of other people, because I do have beliefs that will help me in times of struggle throughout my personal and my professional life, I think. So I think that will be a good thing for me, is to have that.
So it sounds like even though your core beliefs may hinder you in some ways in the social work profession, they're also a pretty big strength in your personal life.
Yeah, they are very. They've gotten me through a lot of hard times in my life. So I think that, you know, just having that behind me will be a great asset for myself and to be better for my clients, to be a better social worker for them.
Okay. Do you think that there's going to be any challenges with working with a specific population? I know that you mentioned people who have different beliefs than you. Is there any other population that you may have trouble working with, a certain age group or socioeconomic status, anything like that?
I think I'm not a big kid fan like a lot of other people. I prefer older people. So I think that if I had to work with kids, it would definitely be different for me, just because, I don't know, I'm kind of used to hanging out with old people. I have a lot older people in my family, and I do have kids in my family, and I love them dearly, but that's like not the population I'm looking forward to working with, just because, I don't know, I feel like very mature for my age, and so trying to be like, you know, more kid like friendly would be a little more difficult for me to work with kids. I don't know, and just to see like their heartbreak and stuff, it's just, I don't know if I could handle working with kids.
So you mentioned older people. Is that a population that you're interested in working with?
Yeah, I've always been around older people. My grandmother lives with me at home when I'm home, so I've just always been around old people. I think they're very interesting. They provide, you know, a lot of great stories and wisdom, and you can just learn a lot from older people, and I don't think a lot of people our age respect older people as much as they should, because we definitely can learn a lot from them. So.
Well, thank you very much
Thank
for
you.
talking to me today. I really appreciate it.
All right, thank you so much.